What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know so I can hold.
Cornerback Chau Smith-Wade. First and foremost, I would like to apologize to you, sir. I had stated in the previous live streams that I thought your draft stock was falling. Day one, there were a lot of clips of, and not even clips. I mean, we saw there were a lot of times that this dude got beat. Day two, same thing, but he got an interception. I believe it was against Brendan Rice too.
Yes.
But even then, that was just late pass by the quarterback. Brendan Rice got past him. Chau Smith-Wade recovered, got the interception. Day three, he had a good day. And then game day happened. And this dude had 2 interceptions. One of them was inches away from being a pick six, which helped put his team at the goal line to go ahead and extend their lead, because it was really not that much of an offensive day. Most of the offense happened in the first quarter, and then it was defense the rest of the way. And then last play of the game, Chau Smith-Wade gets a second interception. Both of them had to be a diving catch.
Yes.
And, just kind of looking back at all of this, it could have just been he just did not have a really good first day. And the first day is kind of it could have just been first day is what clouded my mind of this dude is not really all that, especially when you're in a cornerback Senior Bowl class of guys like Chris Abrams-Drain, Quinyon Mitchell, Cam Hart,
Max Melton.
Thank you, Max Melton. That was the other guy I was forgetting.
Love you, Max.
There were just a lot of cornerbacks that were popping out more than Chau Smith-Wade. But, man, game day, I thought that dude should have been MVP.
Oh, I agree.
I really thought he should have been MVP. And
we even said it. We was like, that's MVP.
Yeah, I was like, that's MVP. I said I'm wrong. I was wrong. I will gladly eat crow. I was wrong about this dude, Chau Smith-Wade.
Who's the MVP on defense?
I didn't even see that. It was all about Spencer Rattler.
I'm pretty sure, it was all about Spencer Rattler. I thought he should have been the MVP of the whole thing, though.
But I want to say this. To be fair, one of the picks, there was a miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver. But still, he made a great catch. I just want to clarify that, because not a lot of people realize that. I just want to say that.
I mean, either way, if it was the one where he was inches away from a pick six, he still had to do all that running.
Exactly, and I give him credit for that.
It could be a miscommunication all he wants. He still had to run back with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think this is just a case of he just either does not practice good or just had a really bad first day, and my mind was clouded. But Chau Smith, I'm sorry. I apologize. I will gladly admit I was wrong. This dude has good pro day and combine. Woo!
Can we just admit that
he's going to be
so
a top
far
corner.
there was 2 players that 2 of us were wrong about?
I mean,
I love it.
If I had to throw a little controversy in here, I mean,
do it.
This is the only game of the season that he got interceptions in.
It was.
No, I mean, it's true.
I don't know. I wasn't super impressed by him.
I had him in the
Senior Bowl week. I was impressed, especially game day, and he had those 2. Yeah, I was like,
but they were both really bad passes too.
They were. Like I said,
he still got to catch him, but he still got to run with the ball, man.
I get it, but it's the quality of the interceptions, and I don't know.
One was Joe Milton had a bad miscommunication with the receiver on one. If we're being honest here.
And both of them he had to dive for it to get it in the air. So
I'll give him credit for that, but I'm just
saying.
That's athleticism. That's about it.
I was about to say the one that were inches away from pick six, man. From a pick six, he still had to run half the field. So
yeah. Hey,
listen, his draft stock rose for me.
That's all that matters.
The way I placed mine was if I were a GM. And again, if this dude ends up having a good pro day in combine, it's gonna be interesting.
I saw him get cooked several times.
I did too.
So he was nowhere near. He was nowhere near my defensive player.
On day one, though. Most was
no.
No, it was day 2 too. Like I said, day 1 it was bad, but he got that pick in day 2. He had
good
3
practice
picks
players versus good game players. I don't know. Hey,
brother.
It's Soares Riser. I I just wanted to throw a little controversy.
No, and I agree. I'm just saying. I agree. He had 0
I'm next,
interceptions
right? Let
all
me-
this
let me
season, but
go
he had
and-
3
'cause
throughout
it's-
this week. I mean, you can say they were
Yeah.
bad passes all you want. Still got to catch them and do stuff with the ball.
Yep.
Fishing? Who's your draft stock, Rosie?
All right. So, speaking of, I got the same guy, Chau Smith-Wade.
Oh my
And
lord!
to Sora's point, I got the same guy, and it's because of risers. Like I said about Jaquan Jackson. Jaquan Jackson had no breakout years at Tulane, nothing crazy.
He was
Chau
the
Smith-Wade
most
didn't have
consistent
anything
receiver,
nutty.
400 yards every season.
Well, yeah, consistent in that way, but
Wild.
but look, but as far as raising stock, I think he took the biggest jump, and it's because of course, like Sora said about the interceptions. The first day was bad. Yes, he got beat a few times the other days, but his coverage skills were much better. It was like night and day from the first day. It was way better. Nobody can deny that. I mean, it just is what it is. But I even watched a little bit of film on him during the regular season, and I got to point this out because of the fact of kind of everything that y'all are saying. The guy has some outside tackling issues. He's a true corner, so he's a kind of a run stopper and trying to be in coverage as well. So, but he's got some tackling issues and some effort issues that I've noticed. So he is not a perfect DB, and he's not by far not the best DB in this class. But as far as who rose their stock just by what they did in day 2 and 3 and in the actual game, that's just who I picked.